Many people sometimes think that purity is only limited to the gross side, that you lead a sensible sex life is sufficient. It is not so. That's why Christ has said, thou shalt not have adulterous eyes. Meaning, your eyes should be clean. And as you know, eyes represent your ego and superego both. So, when he said that your eyes should be clear, he meant that your thoughts should be clear. Now, what is the generator of your thought? You have to go deep into it and see how thoughts are generated. The brain of human beings, as you know, is like a pyramid. Is elevated to a central point here in a conical plane. Is the epitome, is the Brahman. And when this mind elevates to that state in human beings, it goes into a tremendous change of its reactions to its environment. For example, an animal, if he sees a thing, he doesn't think about it. There's no reaction to it. But only in human beings this reaction takes place because of his conical plane, you can say, that this attention that's coming in goes into a parallelogram of forces, because we have two types of densities in our brain. There is also refraction, and because of refraction, this parallelogram of forces acts in such a way that your attention goes out, and the attention that goes out reacts. And when it reacts, the thought waves start coming into us. You must have seen a lake. If you drop a stone in a lake, the waves start, right? And they come to the shores of the lake. And then it is the shore that gives it another wave which goes back. In the same way, when human beings look at anything, they put attention to it, there's always a reaction that comes. Now, according to Christ, we have to have a non-adulterous eyes. There should be no adultery. The word adultery is, in a pure sense, is not so bad. Adultery means there should not be any mixture of what it exists. Simple as that. When we say there's adulteration in the milk, we mean that it's not purely milk, but it's something else in it, alright? So, when you look at things, you say this is a ball. A ball is a ball, that's all. What is there to think about it? But a person who is not realized so will immediately start thinking about a volume. Now, depending on the conditioning of a person. If a person is a very perverted soul, I don't know what he'll think of the world. Because I can't go to every limit of thinking else. I'm sorry, I have certain limitations. But a person who is, say, a normal person also may start thinking about the ball, how much it will cost, what will happen, this and that, all sort of conditioning according to money, because if he's money oriented. If he's ego oriented, then his thoughts would go react in that same. This is the adulteration, that when you look at things, there's nothing to think of. What is there to think? Whatever is, it is. But we think by thinking we solve the problems. Also, this kind of a myth exists among human beings. That when you look at something or you think about something, then you solve the problem. It's not true. It's a myth. Because thinking is just an empty process of the mind. It's like a wave passing towards the shore and think that it can just engulf it or dissolve it. So the thought is just an empty vessel which carries nothing. It cannot do anything. It cannot bring forth any fruit whatsoever. Sometimes the statement might look very big and you might think, how can that be, Mother? We've done so much bad thinking. But you have not. Whatever you have done is through spontaneity. Because the unconscious has helped you, has given you the ideas, inspiration. You have done everything through inspiration and not by your own thinking. Now there, we do not want to agree because then we have to give up our ego because we think, oh, we have achieved it through our thinking. But when you think too much like that, then what happens? The unconscious gives you the necessary information because it has compassion, it has love for you. And suddenly you find something there. You are just pushed into that corner where you find it. And for this we must know Einstein is the person who says that the theory of relativity dawned upon him from somewhere unknown. Because whatever is known is already there. And whatever is unknown you cannot find out by this brain, which is thinking, but by the brain which is enlightened. Now one, he said, thou shalt not have adulterous eyes. Of course, the adultery, as we understand, is that we should not have lust in our life. But I would go still further to say that our attention has to be so pure that we should not have any return, idea of return coming to us from a particular thing. But just enjoying, just the joy part. If I see a beautiful thing, then I'm just enjoying. Not that I should possess it, nor should I think about it, nor do I need that I should repeat it. Just enjoy it as it is. Maybe if you just enjoy it, you will just feel it again. That's the capacity one should have of purification. So, sometimes people think that Sahaja Yoga is a very Victorian sort of a system in which you can't lead a life like this, and the freedom we have achieved, the abandonment we have achieved, we cannot enjoy it. So, but this virtue or this righteousness that we have condemned so far is really the sustainer of it. Is our quality, is our gold, is our wealth, is our property, is our security, which we have lost. And we have to just again have a cleansing. It is there. Because if it is fundamentally eternal, it cannot be lost. It cannot be permanently destroyed. It's like you have seen a brass metal or something like that gets covered with that atmosphere, black, red, yellow, every sort of a color, and but again you polish it out, it comes back. But if it is gold, it is untarnished. It is untarnished. But if gold is allowed to rust in the dirty gutter or something, you cannot see. It's covered with all kinds of things, and you think it's just finished now. It is not there. It exists all the time. Our innocence exists within us. It's not lost. It's there. Only it's covered, just like the sky can be covered with clouds. It is covered now because of the atmosphere, because of the way we try to